A rousing welcome for White Lightning Todd Wilson, graduate of Virginia Military Institute. You heard the weight disparity. We're talking 143 for Todd Wilson, 156 for Jay Watts. And to be honest with you, when I wrote that at the weigh-in, I thought I miswrote it, in all honesty, but I did not. And here we go, round one. We are scheduled for 4 here from the Augusta Expoland. I'm Gary Digital Williams, alongside the fight Dr. Jerome Spears, coming tonight from the Augusta Expoland in Fishersville, Virginia. Now, you may remember Jay Watts. He fought at the George Mason University Patriots Center against J.P. Flame of the Sports Junkies, knocked him down 3 times en route to a victory in that bout. That was Jay Watts' first bout in 2 years.
Well, he certainly had a hostile crowd that night in the Patriots Center that he was going up against, and I think certainly at this point of the game, Wilson has a big crowd with him here tonight as well, so he's going up the rough side of the hill again. Let's see what he can do tonight.
Left hand by Wilson. Right hand by Wilson, and Watts comes back with a right hand of his own, just missing. First minute of round one, we're scheduled for 4.
Well, one of the things about Wilson, he's got a lot of supporters here in the building. They're really pumping him up and giving him a lot of adrenaline. He's trying to be as authoritative and as impressive as he can. And I think Watts is trying to lay back and have him walk into some traps. So that's kind of the plot that's been laid out here. We'll see which guy's strategy works out.
Wilson kind of awkward.
This is the kind of situation where, from Watts' perspective, he's trying to use Wilson's aggressiveness against him by allowing him to come in, look for some big shots, and then have something just ready to pull the trigger on, and then come back and counter at the right moment.
Oh, lacing by Wilson. Left hand landed. So we're in the final minute of the first round. So Wilson landing some shots. And the left hand by Wilson again.
Well, I think from Wilson's perspective, he's kind of been able to sense the strategy that Watts is trying to use, and he's really trying to stay on point defensively so that he doesn't walk into anything unexpectedly. So he's having the best of both worlds here. He's being aggressive, he's getting off his shots, and he's staying away from the counters that Watts is trying to throw in retaliation. So a good first round for him here in his pro debut.
And to the final 20 seconds, first round, we're scheduled for 4. Right hand landed by Wilson. Watts in trouble here. And referee Rick Ellis letting him go inside. Watts wants him to break as the round ends. As the first round ended in this bout, Jay Watts had something to say to referee Rick Ellis. He was thinking that Rick Ellis should have broke up the 2 men in the corner at the end of that bout, in that first round.
Well, he seemed to be somewhat frustrated, and but of course you've got to block that frustration out and make the adjustments to how the referee is calling the fight. And
overhand left hand by Todd Wilson.
And he sprung back up and is trying to tell the referee he's ready. He's bouncing around like he's ready, but let's see what happens here.
Fans on their feet here at the Augusta Expoland. A solid left hand by White Lightning Todd Wilson.
And so on paper, you see one guy.
And Jay Watts could be in big trouble here. Trying to tell him to come on. And that's it. Todd Wilson makes his pro debut a successful one. He hears it from the crowd.
And Watts was trying to stay in the fight, but he's still walking around on unstable legs. Connor Wilson. He had everything going his way in his pro debut, and his fans are going nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time is 1 minute 53 seconds of the second round. Your winner by TKO, there is Todd Wilson.
And we'll talk to White Lightning in a moment. Stay with us. Talking now to the winner of this one, an explosive knockout for White Lightning, Todd Wilson, his pro debut. How did it feel getting in there for the first time as a pro?
I was pretty nervous on my way in, but as soon as I got in the ring, it feels pretty natural, so I didn't really kind of tune the crowd out and did what I needed to do.
It must have been hard to do that with a lot of fans here. You got to be happy for the support tonight.
I love the support. All my fans are great. Everybody that came to support me and everybody else, I really appreciate it.
Talk about the overhand left you threw in the first knockdown especially. Where did it come from? How did you set it up?
Well, he was throwing a lot of straight right hands, and I knew he'd throw the straight right hand, and then I'd lean back, and then I could come over the top with my left hand, and that's how I landed it.
You're coming to this fight giving up a sizable amount of weight in this particular bout, and experience. The guy had 10 pro fights. What's going through your mind stepping in the ring against those kind of situations?
Well, Bruce Frank, my manager, he said to put me in the ring against anybody. I'm not scared to fight anybody, so he lined the fight up, and I didn't say much else about it, so that's kind of how it happened.
Good enough. White Lightning, Todd Wilson, congratulations. Pro debut, successful one. Here with Jay Watts, right here at the Augusta Expoland. Stay with us. More in a moment.